Hey YouTube, how you doing? Thanks for checking back in with me. Appreciate that. This is video number 2. So again, it's going to seem like video number 2 to you. So you can quickly notice a couple things. It's a little bit brighter in here. I've got the garage door open. You're going to hear some car noise. I apologize for that. But I'm wearing a different cap than I did last time. You can see that brand on there. Yes, I'm promoting it. Had them before. So just a quick update to the previous video where I discussed that I have a 2020 C8 that had about 90 miles on it when the check engine light came on, and took it to the dealership. So we have a little update about that. And of course it drove poorly, like I mentioned in the last video, to the dealership, shifting from D2, D4, D6, and so on there. So the car has now been at the dealership for, let's see, Monday it'll be going 2 weeks. And when I took it there, they quickly diagnosed it. GM techs were on the phone and in communication with the local service technicians. They told them to check all the wiring to the transmission. All that checked out intact. And they said, well, the next thing we have to do is just replace the transmission. So they had to drop that. And again, parts are breaking loose in some of these transmissions and traveling to a solenoid or something like that. So they are admitting that there are quite a few issues with it already. And that's from GM Corvette techs, telling local techs that information. So as they were taking the transmission out, here's the new part. As they were taking the transmission out, they noticed there was an engine coolant leak. And they were discussing that issue with the GM Corvette techs, and they informed them that they needed to just drop the engine. So they did. They dropped the engine. They laid it next to the transmission, or maybe they're connected, I don't know. Still connected, I don't know. Maybe they've taken it off. I don't know if they've already done that yet. But anyway, the engine is on the ground now with the transmission of my new C8 with 90 miles on it. I did mention that, right? So it's very frustrating. So now we're waiting for maybe up to 2 to 3 weeks for parts to arrive from Michigan due to the global pandemic. There's a delay in parts because not many people are working up there. I think it's on a voluntary basis in that area of GM. But anyway, so now a car's been there 2 weeks. We may wait another 2 to 3 weeks for parts to arrive to fix the coolant leak of the engine. So I just want to give you guys a quick update on that information. It's very frustrating to have a car of that hype. You know, it's one of the most hyped cars in the world, right? Wasn't a cheap car, definitely wasn't a base model, and to have all those issues with it and not be able to drive it, yeah, I know it's, you know, it's tough, right? But you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just very frustrating to have a car like that. And you have other people out there on YouTube and stuff that are, you know, doing all this crazy dragging of them and burnouts and all this kind of business. And here I've got one with 90 miles on in the shop with the engine on the ground. So this is reality of, you know, it's not all YouTube reality, right? YouTube star stuff, you know, it's not all about that. This is another part of reality that I want the world to know. And unfortunately, my channel is very tiny, infinitely tiny, I guess. And, you know, it'll never get big, and that's okay. But I wish there was a way I could spread this to the world. I want the world to know that there actually is a problem with this car, you know. And it's not all bed of roses for it, okay? It can be problematic. And there's some other issues we'll go over. When I get it back, we'll go over and I'll show you guys just some workmanship issues, some paint issues mostly, just a horrible paint job. And other people on YouTube have shown that too. So I just want to show you guys that as well when that returns, and I'll do a walk around. We'll look at the car and all that good stuff and let you see it. I think it looks pretty sweet, the build that we have here. So anyway, quick little update. C8 engine on the ground with the transmission due to engine and transmission issues. Please, if you want to see a picture, I'm not quite YouTube savvy enough to include a video, a picture, a still picture in here. Someday maybe I'll figure that out, but not yet. See, see this right here? I'm an old dude, so I'm a little slow on the uptake. But please go to Instagram and check out Rad Reviews for You, just like the title of my YouTube channel here. That same title there, or name, just search for that in Instagram, and you'll see a bunch of pictures I put on there of my C8 in its earlier glory days, and then the picture with the engine on the ground and the car on a lift and the back end of it removed and the wheels removed. So it's pretty ugly. So if you see that, get it. Please share it with other people, okay? I'd appreciate that. Share the word to everybody you know, if you can help me. Because I can't do it here on my 15 subscriber channel. So, but just check out YouTube or check out Instagram, and maybe that can help to screen capture it, whatever you want to do. Send it to buddies and stuff and all that. Just let everybody know. Appreciate it. Stay safe out there. We will see you next time with another update. Hopefully I'll have the car with me next time, but you know, maybe a while. Anyway, take care.